Hey guys, my name is Latesh, and as in the previous video I talked about the steps of various steps or stages in a SEO campaign. So in this video I'm going to start off with the number one, which was keyword research, and the niche I picked is water restoration. I have written the points here like what I would be talking about, so stick till the end because it has all the thing you need to know about researching all the keywords in for the use of GMB and how you could pick the proper keywords. Now let's first start with Uber suggest. Like I'm in the water damage restoration niche, and I would tell you how I would go about getting all those keywords. You could use Uber suggest or Ahref. Most of you wouldn't have an Ahref account, so Uber suggest is a free tool which you could use. You could select the country and also state. So here I would just type in water damage restoration. Now I would go just search that and then wait for the results to load up. Just wait for a second. Now as you could see, like the search volume is really let me type in the city name Chicago. Let's say it's in Chicago. So we could see that there's 480 per search volume per month, which is a lot because it's a high ticket niche and one client is worth like many dollars. So it's what, like you could see the graph, how is it going now. It's a little bit stable. So first thing you could do is go into keyword ideas, and then you could just export to CSV. You could copy all those keywords with the volume, which is cost per click, which is what like Google AdWords charges if you are to get a click for this keyword. Now remember that all the tools are not accurate, all tools so various different things, but this is just an estimate. PD is the paid difficulty if you are trying to rank in the paid search, and search difficulty is in the organic search difficulty. So that's what basically it is. Now here what I would do is try some other variations. Like I have just typed water damage restoration Chicago, then let me do this, and then what I might do is water damage restoration in Chicago. I would type that in. Now see, here's only 10 search volume, so some might search in, some might search without in. Then restoration service, let me try that. Basically what you want to do is dump all the ideas and record each one of their search volume and their like all the metrics. You want to record all those with whichever you could come up. Now it doesn't mean that you don't want to target those keywords. It basically means that you don't have to focus on these keywords with less search volume. You just have to use those in your content so that your website ranks for these terms too, but this is not our primary keyword. This could be our secondary keyword or some extra keywords in the group of that keyword. Like water damage restoration Chicago is our main keyword, then sub keywords or subtypes would be water damage restoration in Chicago or restoration service Chicago. All those variations would fall into that group. So what I would basically do is make those kind of groups for each type of keyword, and then I would try to rank those. And with the primary keyword, like here's what I would do. Let me show you. Here's the thing. Just again start. Now what I would do is I would do the primary keyword. Let me zoom in. Yes, then what I would do is make various pages for each primary keyword, one for one page and another one for another page. And then what I would do is I would take all those secondary and those small keywords like I showed you here, like all those water damage restoration service Chicago. So I would use that keyword in here, and then I would use other variations of it. So what Google consider is Google will start ranking for this low competition keywords as well, because as you could see the SEO difficulty is very less. So there are high possibility that we might rank, but this is not our main primary keyword. These are just in there. Now if you are confused about how I could go about searching those variations, then there's a very useful tool called LSI graph. you just type in the keyword and it would give you all the let me feel that I am not a robot. Okay, just do that and just click on generate, and then what this tool basically does is generates all the similar keyword ideas like serve pro restoration. I think this is a brand name. Then water damage, water restoration, flood, water damage repair. There are many more keywords I didn't think of even before. Water extraction, water cleanup services. Now you see what this could do, and then copy all this and throw them into Uber suggest and write down each one of their search volume. And like this is kind of a manual process, but you could do this with Ahrefs or their paid version. I am showing you with the free version because when we are starting out we don't have that much of capital to invest in some awesome SEO tools, so we need to work with some free tools what we have available with us. So you could do that, and then basically what we have to do is collect all the search volume data. These key metrics are search volume, SEO difficulty, and CPC. If there isn't CPC, that's okay, but CPC is preferred because it shows us that people would be bidding on this keyword or this has some search intent. I would talk about that in the keyword qualifying process, but now let's move on to collecting all those results. So first we have tried different variations of these things. Now let's see how we could get your competitors keywords. Now water damage, restoration, I would see one of them which has most amount of search volume. I would find out one or two keywords like water damage restoration Chicago. I would just type that in. Let's see that for a moment. Like here's for 80 search volume, so I know this is one of the primary keywords I could target. So I would just search that, and these are like Google ads kind of for the GMB. And then what I would do is copy their website link, put that into let me put that in put their URL here and then search. Then I would go into organic keywords, click on this, and that basically it's a pretty competitive niche, so they might have 3000 words ranking. So what I would do is look through this and download the CSV possibly and go through this. Then actually let's download just one CSV file for the sake of it, like desktop, Uber suggest, save. Actually it's a little bit long list, but you get my point. Now what I would do is go into I would basically go and find out top competitors who have good reviews and ranking for a lot of stuff. So I would go down maximum 4 to 5 listings. That's all I would go down to. I wouldn't go any further. Like there are many pages, so I would go to top 5 or top 6 listings and see what they are ranking for. So now I would actually make this sheet. Let me open this up. Oh come on. So basically that's the thing we need to do, and download all those keyword ideas. Then I showed you could use Google Keyword Planner, but I don't prefer Google Keyword Planner that much because it just shows you the range. It doesn't shows you the actual number of search volume. It just shows you like you could search and let me show you image so you could understand it. Like here it is. Like you could see that it shows you the average monthly searches and doesn't show you the exact amount of search it has. Like you could see 10 to 100 to 1k. Like it shows the competition as low, medium, high. That's it. It doesn't give much data about that thing, so I don't usually use that, but you could go with it and find some content ideas and then put them into Uber Suggest or Ahrefs and do your research. Then other way I showed you is competitor keywords. Now let's move on to another one, which is Wikipedia. In a study, many people assume that, or there's a hypothesis that Google picks up keywords from this Wikipedia only. this is one amazing feature. You could just go and look into the contents of the Wikipedia and get many content ideas. Now you could see there are classes, types of water like class 1 water, class 2 water, category 1 water, category 2 water. Then there are standards and regulations. Then there is procedure. So each of these heading could become one separate content for your page. Like what is the procedure for water damage restoration? What needs to be done? Then see also. Then see here, like basically when you go and see, you could just read through this and see like Google picks keywords from here like rotting of wood growth, rusting of steel, delaminating, minor such as water spots. Like here are what's this catastrophic such as flooding. You could go and see our entire coverage, see how many keywords we could find just in one paragraph. You could just read through this and collect as many keywords as you want, like water damage properties, demolish the structures, turn the properties into green space. Like there are many more keywords in here. Flooding restoration, you could just read through them. Like known as grey water, people call it grey water too. Like let's search in here. Do they search grey water or something like that? Actually there's 5,400 monthly searches for grey water. What an amazing term. And people are bidding on this too. So see how we go into this Wikipedia and find out so many things like black water, grey water, category types of water, clean water. Like you could find tons and tons of ideas from here and then prepare your list. Now let's look at other things. Like these are the bonus that very few people talk about. Next one is Answer the Public. Now this is an amazing site. Let me just show you real quick here. Answer the Public is.com. Let's load it. Yes, basically here you get all the question and answer. Water damage. Let's just search that for now. You don't need to go with the paid version, but this is quite amazing. The free version is too quite amazing. Yes, and the magic happens. You see a lot of keyword ideas. Now if you want them to get straight away to your thing, then here's the data arranged by: is water damage covered by Apple Care? I think that's a brand. Is water damage covered by insurance? Like, do they get insurance? Can water damage concrete? Can water damage your ears? Like, it's showing you all those ideas, like how to fix water damage for how to fix what water damage is covered by insurance, when is water damage covered by insurance, like the terms when it is applicable, then who, which, why, and then there are more prepositions. With prepositions you could just click on data and see, like A for water damage Apple, water damage Android. Like here is, I think you need to go and search for water damage restoration and then you would get many more ideas. So you get my point, what site you need to use in. Then other one is Quora.com. You could go on Quora and just search all the things. But here's a quick trick: if you don't want to do that, just put in site colon then Quora.com and then put your topic water damage restoration. Now it would give you all those results from only Quora. If you look at this, these are all from Quora. Basically what this site colon does, it tells Google that we want results only from this site, which is Quora.com. And then you just type what is water damage restoration, how do you tackle this, how to solve a water damage repair and restoration issue, what are the top benefits of water damage restoration. See, you could get and make one huge gigantic blog post around this topic and then ask your link prospect, which we did in the research page, to ask for a link. Where can we find about water damage restoration? Basically what you could do is go here and post in your link of the blog post, and then you would start getting some traffic and include your phone number, name, address, phone number. That would make up your citations from Quora. Like there are endless strategies you could use. Now let's come to, like I showed you the Quora one. Similar one is for the forums. Reddit, then I don't guess there are any water damage forums out there, but just let me search to see. Uh, Basically, what we do is put it in inverted commas, so the forum is exact. Like truck mount forums, like there are forums for this also. You get what I'm trying to tell you, that there are forums for everything. There are many things like what is the, let's keep on digging what people are asking. I guess these are some ads. What is the number one way to get water damage jobs? Now forums are, they are discussing each and everything regarding that topic. Now hurricane season, what's your plan? What is water damage restoration? Why should I hire a water damage service? Like how do I get rid of carpet odor which sustain the water damage? There are basically many more things. Now after doing this all this thing, you get a gigantic list, like I have showed, like 3, 5 or 6 something ways to collect all these ideas. I think this is enough for you to just get started and collect many more and prepare a list of keywords. Now I will show you how to qualify them. Now here I have made a qualification checklist, like first, just delete those things, like here would be a your collection, then delete this column. Then you could actually keep the URL if you want to, because when we find potential keywords we would go and look into what keyword is this. Now let's type that in. Let's see what keyword is this. This is non-porous surfaces. It's not used, but we could go and see what they have done. Now this is very small block topic, but we could filter this out. So let me delete this URL. We could keep them. Basically I just don't want to keep them for now. Then I would go and apply a filter to this thing. Then I would go and sort from largest to smallest, so I could get all those large keywords. And then you could see the difficulty as well in front of them. And one more thing you could have recorded is there like CPC, which is cost per click, which AdWords is charging. You could do that. Then first you have to search higher volume, and some things might not be useful for you because there are many more. So you could set a filter that below 100 should be cutted out, or below 20 should be cutted out, or some have even 0 search volume. Let's look at some of them. Like these are 10, some have 0. You could set a filter to remove these things. And then one more thing you could do is let's see. Now sometimes we want what we call search intent. Search intent is basically the intent behind the searcher. Let's look it up. So if we could find what is search intent. So there are various other keywords like search intent. So a search intent is basically, there are 3 types of search intent. One is commercial, one is informational, and one is navigational. So let's start with navigational. Navigational is basically when we search for your brand. Suppose your brand name is XYZ Plumbing Company. So whenever someone search for XYZ Plumbing, your website shows up. That is called a navigational keyword. Now let's look at informational keyword. Informational. So when somebody types what is water damage restoration, so that would be like let me clear this real quick. So you could what is this mess, let it be. So I would like zoom in here. I don't know what's happening, guys. Just let me zoom in, pull this over. Like yes, now we could see it clearly. Now navigational keyword would be XYZ Plumbing, where someone is searching for your Service information would be asking a question or seeking information. Now buyers would be something like this: uh, pest, water damage restoration provider, or buy water restoration service or something like that, which have the intent keyword which is buy, or which are some of the queries that people search for when looking for a water damage restoration person or a company. That's called a buyer intent. So you want to look into that and figure out. Now you want to keep all those keywords, but you need to focus on those buyer intent keywords. Now I could do something like contains, like Chicago in the area, contains Chicago, or contains um, or where's the contains, yes, or contains by, or it's a service. So restoration in Chicago, they are searching for Chicago fire and water restoration. Now why this is a buy intent keyword, let me show you that. Suppose we type that in, then Google shows us is this like map pack or some results, so that people could directly call this. So we know that it's a buy intent keyword. That's how we know whether it's worth targeting or not. So we go and apply some filters and figure out some keywords and throw them in a new sheet and qualify those and don't target those things. Water damage Chicago water and fire restoration, like there are many searches for these two, and we could go and pick all these keywords and then arrange them. Once we identify the buy intent keyword or which are highly likely to convert, then we go and see what difficulty it has, and then we sort it by that thing. So those are basically the things. I hope you got an overview or in-depth knowledge about how to do your keyword research for your business. That's basically it for this video. I will see you in the next coming videos. Till that, take care and goodbye. Make sure to like and subscribe so you get all these kind of new videos, value packed, knowledge based videos, so you could grow your business. Thanks for watching. See you in the next coming videos.